Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video, well, first off, happy 2020. This is my first video of 2020, a new decade. I know it's been a while since I posted and I will explain all of that in another video. Today's video, I thought I would do a foundation review. Not pretty much like a new brand, but a brand that was trying to revamp themselves, known as Bite Beauty, as you guys can tell by the title. So I went to Sephora and I got the foundation and the foundation powder. Now I'll put a photo in here of the primers that they also came out with. I only got a sample of the primer just for the simple fact that I have a ton of primers and I don't need another one. There is the hydrating primer and then there is the more mattifying primer. So for today's video, I'm going to be using 4 different application methods. I'm going to be using my fingers. I'm going to be using this flat foundation brush. I'm going to be using this kabuki. It's more of an angled brush style, but anything kabuki related. I'm also going to be using a beauty sponge. So I'm first going to start off with the foundations. Retails for $39.50 in US dollars. So I'm going to take it out and just show you guys right here what the packaging looks like. Very sleek. It looks small, but it is 1 fluid ounce. So I was stuck between medium 90, M90. But then when I tried that on, it looks so ashy and you can see that gray tone. And just on me personally, it looked very gray. So I had to take a jump up to tan, and with that, I did tan 100. It's more of a neutral tone, but it still has some warmth in it, which is what I like. So this is what the packaging looks like for the Change Maker Pressed Foundation Powder. This is what the product looks like, and it comes with a little pufferoo, and then inside it's a little compact mirror. So yes, I was being cheap and did not purchase the primer, but I don't need any more primers. I have a ton of primers and I just didn't need any more. I'm gonna try this out. So I got my little sample. So this one is the hydrating one. I think another reason why I went with the hydrating one is because when I felt the texture of the foundation, which I'll show you in just in a little bit, it seemed a little, I hate to say it and it sounds so negative, but pasty, or like a thicker type of foundation. It's not like a nice liquid. So I thought the hydrating would bring good balance to this. Primer feels okay, nothing crazy. So they claim that this foundation is a true medium coverage. Of course, it can always be buildable, so you can always add more that you like. More of a skin-like finish, which is something that I love to go for. And it says, for best results, use with Change Maker Primer, which I just applied, and a pressed powder, keep at room temperature. Like a little pea size, just to start there. First, I'm going to start with the flat foundation brush just to see. I usually like more of a buffing type of applicator, but a lot of you might use this, so you guys might want to see. She's a little dark, but we'll blend her out. So it does blend down, which is nice. Now at first y'all probably like, oh girl, it's too dark, but, and that one piece size really helped cover that whole cheek area. So I just want to make sure I get all these areas, and I still have some product left over on the back. So I think with the moisturizer and that hydrating primer, it really helped give more of a hydrated look. When I did swatch it in store, like I said, that texture seemed not like a mousse or anything, not like the Amazonian clay from Tarte, a little bit more like of a creamier way, not like a mousse, but it's definitely not like a liquid. So you can see it's not like running down the hand. I love that it did give me a good, with that small amount, a good light to medium coverage. I wouldn't say it's like a full-on medium. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use my finger for this cheek. I'm gonna take the rest of the product on the back, and I'm just going to take my finger. I did wash my hands. You don't get like a lot of coverage with your hands unless you're really going in with a lot of product. Now I'm going to take my kabuki brush here from Hank & Henry. I'm going to do the forehead area, so I'm just going to apply that way. And what I love about kabuki brushes is you're really just pressing. I can automatically see way more coverage occurring doing pressing motions and even just the brush. I don't know if y'all can tell the difference, but you can see right away that difference that it's just creating. You can see with this side, I mean, I didn't use a lot of product, but it really didn't cover as much as in comparison to like this side, even though this is more of like a light side. But with this side, this was the finger side that I used. It didn't really do a lot. I'm going to take this Japanese sponge and I'm going to do the center of the face. So just blending this in, going between the brows. I think I'm going to just build my coverage with the kabuki brush and then quickly go in and just smooth everything out with the sponge. But I do like the sponge applicator. It really made everything even. I'm still seeing some of my freckles, which is fine with me. I don't mind it. Here I'm gonna take the brush and just show you and cover these up with a little bit more product. And then I'm gonna try and cover this side too. I'm gonna go in with another pea size. I'm going to do the finger side, so I'm just building that coverage. And what I like to do is just dip into it and quickly spread it. So naturally I just have that big pimple there, but you can see how much more coverage I got from using just a little bit more product and a new applicator. And my skin looks nice and hydrated, still looks like skin. I'm going to go into this side and just see what happens there. Instantly you can see how those acne scars, even though I have some texture going on, immediately how that all went away. All right, so that is about a medium. I don't think it's definitely a full coverage. What I love about it is it looks like skin. I still feel glowy. I don't feel like I have a lot on. So I'm quickly just going to go in with my Mercier Flawless Fusion Ultra Longwear Concealer in 3N, 3 Neutral. So I'm just going to quickly just take a little bit right here, nothing too crazy. And I'm just going to take my sponge, so I'm sorry this is like off topic. I don't want you guys to be like, well, her under eyes look nice and concealed. Well, this is what I'm doing. And then I'm quickly just going to go in with my under eye brightening powder from Mercier just to set my under eye. I'm not going to set anywhere else on the face because I want to try that powder, but I thought I would share this with you guys. We are going to go in with the pressed foundation powder, flexible coverage pressed powder. So you can probably wear this on its own. This is in the shade Tan 1. I was going to go in the medium section to kind of balance out the color, but when I looked at this shade, it's not as warm as what I thought. So we're going to go in and do that. Okay. Definitely. Oh, she's dark. It is way too dark for me. I should have went with the medium. Yeah, that really just ruined everything. So it really does matte out that side. It kind of eliminates that shine. I knew I should have went with a lighter shade. I don't know why I didn't. So color-wise for me personally, the liquid foundation in T100, which is the one that I had, looks very nice on my skin. Powder definitely, even though there's like 8 shades I think, was way warmer than the liquid. So I'm going to go in with that brush from Hank & Henry. Alright. I'm not wiping as much because I want to keep that coverage and like cover those areas that I need a little bit more coverage. I'm just taking that and just kind of concealing those shiny areas that I normally get. I would say if you can find the perfect powder shade and do like touch-ups throughout the day, you might even like this too. But I think personally, not that it's horrible, I think I would just do the liquid foundation and then do like a translucent setting powder. This is what my skin looks like with the foundation, the powder, and the primer. Primer, foundation, powder. All in all, I would say I give this foundation a rating of like 7.98 as far as the liquid. And then the Changemaker Flexible Coverage Pressed Powder. It's tough because what's throwing me off is the shade that I picked. As you guys saw that first swatch, I was like, oh my god, but when I went in this side, it looks very nice and I made sure it was nice and blended. I'd say it's a good like 6.57 out of 10, but I do like the look that it gives. It's not cakey. That concludes today's video. If you guys aren't subscribed, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button and also hit the notification bell so you get notified when I post. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye guys.